What if I told you that the secret to staying strong after 65, the kind of strength that lets you carry your own groceries, play with grandkids, or climb stairs without thinking, wasn't hidden in a pill, a protein shake, or some fancy piece of gym equipment, but right there on your plate, and it's even better than eggs? I know that might sound surprising. After all, eggs have been called the perfect protein for decades. But today, you're going to meet a food that's not just matching eggs. It's beating them in ways that truly matter for your muscles, your energy, and your independence as you age. This isn't just another health video. I'm not here to throw quick tips at you and send you on your way. This is an invitation to rethink how you nourish yourself, because after 65, every single bite counts more than ever. Muscle isn't just about looking toned, it's about being able to stand up from a chair without help. It's about walking in the park without losing your breath. It's about dancing at a wedding, gardening in the sunshine, or hugging someone without feeling fragile. And here's the truth that no one tells you. After 65, muscle loss, what doctors call sarcopenia, can happen quickly. But it's not inevitable. With the right foods, eaten the right way, you can slow it down, stop it, and in some cases, even reverse it. Each of the lessons I'm about to share with you is more than just a tip. It's a wake-up call. They're rooted in science, but more importantly, they're proven in real lives. People who've made small, powerful changes and have felt the difference in their bones, their balance, and their daily joy. Stay with me until the end, not just to learn, but to reflect. Because the last point might be the one that changes the way you see your own future. Bioavailable muscle fuel matters more than familiar protein. Greater than strength doesn't come from familiarity. It comes from bioavailability. We've all been told eggs are nature's gold standard for protein. And yes, they're good. But some foods deliver protein in a way that's even more effective for older bodies, helping you absorb and use more of it for muscle repair and growth. One of those foods is fortified goat milk. Why goat milk? Studies show it's easier to digest than cow's milk, especially for people with mild lactose intolerance. It's naturally rich in potassium and certain bioactive compounds that reduce inflammation, something that becomes more important as we age. And when it's fortified with vitamin D and calcium, it's like giving your muscles and bones a team of bodyguards. In fact, research has shown that fortified goat milk can trigger stronger muscle-building signals in the body than standard cow's milk. It supports your gut health, which indirectly helps your muscles, and can even improve balance and coordination when combined with light exercise. I want to tell you about Miriam. She's 70, a retired librarian who's always been active, walking to the market, tending her flowers. But over the years, she started noticing her legs felt heavier. Her knees ached more, and carrying a basket of laundry upstairs left her winded. One morning, while visiting a friend, she was served a warm cup of goat milk latte. She noticed it didn't leave her feeling bloated the way regular milk sometimes did. Curious, she started replacing her daily breakfast of eggs and toast with fortified goat milk and a slice of whole grain bread. After just 3 weeks, Miriam told me she felt like her legs were lighter. Climbing stairs wasn't a dreaded chore anymore. Even her morning walks felt easier. Sometimes the key to staying strong isn't doing more, it's choosing smarter. And for many seniors, goat milk is that smarter choice. Tip 2. Strategic protein beats occasional overloading. It's not how much protein you eat, it's when and the kind you choose. Most people over 65 get the bulk of their protein at dinner. A big steak, maybe a couple of eggs. But here's the problem. Your muscles can only use so much protein at once. The rest? Your body doesn't store it for later, it just gets used for energy or stored as fat. The secret is spreading your protein evenly, around 25 to 30 grams at each meal. That way, you're giving your muscles a steady supply of the amino acids they need to repair and grow all day long. One of the best foods for this is cottage cheese. It's rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that keeps feeding your muscles for hours. Add a handful of berries and some nuts, and you've got a breakfast that supports your strength until lunch. Let me share David's story. He's 68, a retired pilot with a love for gardening. For years, his mornings were coffee and a pastry. Lunch was light, maybe soup and bread. Then at dinner, he'd load up on eggs, meat, or fish. But he always felt sluggish in the mornings and stiff after sitting for a while. When he learned about protein distribution, he started his day with cottage cheese and berries. Lunch became a grilled chicken salad. Dinner? A light tofu scramble with vegetables. Within 2 weeks, David said he felt like his body was awake all day. His energy was steady, his stiffness eased, and he found himself looking forward to his evening walks again. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just make sure each meal does its part to keep your muscles alive and well. Tip 3. Plant proteins can match strength when chosen wisely. Plant power isn't second-rate, especially when it's complete. There's a common myth that plant proteins can't build muscle as well as animal proteins. But the truth is, certain plant-based foods like soy, lentils, chickpeas, and beans are packed with high-quality protein, and when combined, they can give you all the essential amino acids your body needs. Soy chunks, for example, contain over 50 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than eggs. Lentils and beans also deliver impressive amounts, along with fiber, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health. Priya, 72, from Mumbai, grew up eating eggs every morning, but one holiday, her niece served her mung dal rajma pancakes, soft, savory, and surprisingly filling. She decided to replace a couple of egg breakfasts each week with these protein-rich plant pancakes. Within a month, she noticed she wasn't crashing mid-morning anymore. Her digestion improved, her energy felt more stable, and she was surprised at how satisfying plant proteins could be. Plant proteins aren't just for vegetarians. They're for anyone who wants variety, better digestion, and a nutrient boost that supports muscles in the long run. Tip 4. Movement and neuromuscular support amplify nutrition. Food may fuel muscles, but movement awakens them. If you eat all the right protein but don't use your muscles, your body has no reason to keep them. That's why even light resistance training using small dumbbells, resistance bands, or even bodyweight exercises can make such a huge difference. Certain nutrients in fortified dairy, like milk fat globule membrane, have been shown to improve muscle strength, coordination, and balance, especially when paired with exercise. Helen, 75, started small. A few minutes of chair yoga in the morning, a short walk in the afternoon. She added a glass of goat milk before bed and a serving of cottage cheese mid-morning. Within 2 months, she noticed her grip strength improve. She could open jars without asking for help. Her steps felt surer. She even started leading a gentle exercise class at her community center. Nutrition and movement are partners. One feeds the muscle, the other reminds it to stay alive. So, let's bring it all together. Fortified goat milk gave Miriam back her spring, helping her move through her day with less pain and more ease. Even protein spacing transformed David's energy, making his mornings bright and his evenings active again. Smart plant proteins lifted Priya's mornings, bringing steady energy and better digestion. And Helen? She discovered that pairing the right food with the right movement was the key to feeling confident, balanced, and strong. These aren't just health tips. They're lifelines. Small, consistent choices that can change the way you live every single day after 65. I want to hear from you. Which of these stories spoke to you the most? Was it Miriam's gentle transformation? David's steady energy? Priya's plant-powered mornings? Or Helen's newfound strength? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and sometimes your stories inspire my next video. If this video has helped you in even a small way, give it a like. It helps more people find information that truly matters for their health. And if you felt something real here, something you want to carry with you, subscribe. Join our community where we don't just talk about health. We live it. We grow. We stand stronger together. Because no matter where you are in this journey, your next chapter starts now.